What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is me, Stella herself. If you are not already subscribed, subscribe, follow me on IG, all of that. It's been a minute since I posted a video, and by a minute I mean literally like a week, but that seems like a long time for me, no? So I basically just wanted to catch up with you guys, especially this Leo season, and answer some questions and just kind of chat and catch up, because that's what we do over here. Before we get started, I wanted to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is adamandeve.com. If you've been watching me for a while, you know Adam and Eve is one of my favorite companies to work with. They are an adult website and they have such a huge variety of different toys and just basically anything you can imagine. They're very inclusive, they have very discreet packaging, very fast shipping, and you can get 50% off an item as well as free shipping in the US and Canada with the code Stella. So I will link them down below. You guys should all definitely take advantage of this offer. I know especially in times like this, you know, we get lonely, okay? So whether you're single, whether you have a partner, there's something for everyone. So I really like them, and once again, the code Stella, you get 50% off and free shipping. So check out the description and let's get started with the questions. Can I just say Leo season? I know people think astrology is not real. How do you explain Leo season then? I'm missing like 2 nails. I know for me, I just love the summertime and I love going out, and I'm just really sad that I can't do that this year. I've just been hanging out with the same group of people, and that's all. I don't know, that's all you really need to have a good time. So don't be dumb and like go to huge parties or go out because you're bored and like missing that summer antic. You can create antics with the same group of people that you know that you're all good and you're only hanging out with each other. So I do just want to like emphasize that, because it's still a pandemic outside. Even though it's Leo season, it is still a pandemic outside. So like, not to start this off on a depressing note, because literally what has this year been, but I do just want to say, like, yeah, we can antic responsibly and we can still like have fun this summer and this Leo season, but just do so responsibly. How to stay positive when feeling lonely. I feel like this is such a relevant question for this year, probably for a lot of us. Even if you are at home with people, with your family or with roommates, you don't necessarily have to be alone to feel lonely. I think what really helps me when I feel lonely, because I'm alone a lot of the time and I love being alone, but again, there's a difference between like just being alone, enjoying your own company, getting shit done or relaxing, and then like being lonely. So for me, I just really tried to identify what I guess triggered the loneliness feeling. You know, do I feel left out? Do I feel sad? Do I feel like not enough? Like, what happened? And then I just try to do stuff that I know makes me feel good. So whether that's doing yoga, going for a walk, FaceTiming someone. It sounds so like, how is that gonna even help? But we have so much control over our body chemistry. Like, even just taking 3 really deep long breaths can just completely change how you feel in your body. I know these are things you've all heard before, but it's like they really help, and it's just so easy to forget them when you are feeling down. Where would you live if you didn't live in LA? Honestly, I really feel like I don't need to be here at this point though. Like, my life is here, like all my friends are here, so it's not like I'm like, oh, let me leave. But it's like, at the end of the day, I don't really need to live here. I just personally like when it's warm out. Where I grew up in Washington, it would be beautiful in the summer, and it's like I could live there during the summer, but I just can't with the rain and the months and months of just like dark, cold. Like, that's just not me. I'm a Leo. I need sunlight. So if I didn't live in LA, I would probably just want to live somewhere where it was still like nice out most of the time. Let me know where you live and if you like the vibe. Canadian here, do Americans really wear shoes in the house? I'm so confused over this. I feel like it depends. Personally, I don't know. I personally like when people take their shoes off, and that's kind of how I was raised. But then it's like sometimes you need to go grab something last minute and you don't want to take your shoes off because you just put them on. It's not as much of a thing. Sometimes some people's floors be dirtier than my shoe, so I would just rather keep them on. I want to move out within 2 to 3 years. Can I get advice? My #1 advice to you would just be to save all of your money, and I'm sure you've heard that just for the pandemic, like, save your money, don't spend money on bullshit, don't spend money on like new stuff because we're not even going anywhere. And I mean, yeah, obviously we need to like make ourselves happy and like enjoy our lives, buy that new outfit, sis, but overall, saving money, like, bitch, like when I was living at home end of high school, like I was just saving all of my money, and it really helped. It just makes it so much easier to have that safety net. How is the OnlyFans coin? This is a really good question. I would say it's lit. Let me know if you guys want me to do a whole video. I don't know, I just feel like I'm not really doing anything I'm just doing such basic stuff on there. Like I feel like I mostly use it as a way to just message fans, like especially my guy fans. It's mostly all guys who just want to talk to me, and that's fine, but it's like that takes time out of my day. It's definitely worth it. Like I definitely, I'm like, bitch, I should have started doing this a long time ago. Let me know if you want like a whole OnlyFans video. What do you miss most about life pre-coronavirus? I feel like I just miss going out. Honestly, like my day-to-day life, because I already like obviously work at home and I'm home most of the time, didn't really change. But I think because of that, because I'm usually at home, it's like it would be nice to get out of the house, go out to eat, go to the club, like go shopping with my friends, go get my nails done, whatever. It's weird because I want to say I feel like things were less stressful, but all of these problems that are coming up and that are so in our faces every day, they were all already there, but it's just like now everything's really like being brought to light into mainstream media. And yeah, so it's like I don't know if we really can go back. Like just hopefully this leads to a better society. I was reading this article about the Black Plague. Because of that, the Renaissance happened because people were just more focused on like their art, and it just like society changes, you know, as things happen. It just kind of makes sense, and it just makes you think like there's always been some bullshit going on in this world. Just because the last few years or like my generation, like, oh yeah, we had like 9/11 or whatever, but it's like for a lot of us that didn't really affect us personally because we were just like so young. But there's always like bullshit going on, like stuff is always happening. Does that even make sense? Do you find it hard to stay motivated during a pandemic? Sometimes. Again, I feel like because I do videos and online stuff, that's kind of been the same, but I just really try to do the force yourself method. Like today I was honestly so tired, I was like, I don't want to put on makeup, but then I was like, bitch, this is an opportunity. I'm already someone who's very like organized. I need to be on my schedule. I'm very routine based. So that it's just like it comes naturally for me. I know other people can't relate, other people have different things that they excel in, but yeah, so overall I don't know, like no. What's the tea on dating life in quarantine? I think I answered this in my last like lit Q&A, but I honestly don't know. Something that I do sometimes, because I just never really use dating apps, but on Hinge you can set your location to like anywhere. So sometimes I'll just like go to a different city, like yes, Miami today, New York tomorrow, just see who's there. Has anything ever come out of it? No, but it's just like entertaining. I don't know. How was your birthday celebration? My birthday was so cute. My birthday was on a Sunday. I was so excited, you know, before all this bullshit of this year. I saw my birthday was on a Sunday. I was like, yes, we can like go to brunch, go to a day party. It'll just be like so cute. Sunday's my favorite day to turn up just because, you know, day party, then you can go to bed at a reasonable hour. It's just great fun. So then everything was closed. Then I was like, maybe we could just go to brunch. And then they closed all the restaurants again, like literally that day. And then Bidney was like, we can have a brunch at my house. So she just put together like this beautiful, just so detail oriented, well thought out brunch. And she just like cooked so much, and we had mimosas. It was really cute, like literally just my best friends. It really meant a lot to me, and I just felt very like grateful and like loved on that day, which is what I wanted. Everything was so cute. It was great. Favorite type of YouTube videos? I don't really watch as much YouTube as I used to. I watch some family vloggers, just, I don't know. It's like, I just try not to think about it too much, because when I think about it, I'm like, this is kind of weird. But sometimes it's just like a cute vlog, whatever. And I watch a lot of like interviews or like podcasts, especially about like music and stuff. Recently, just a lot of workout videos. I don't know, I feel like I just don't really watch YouTube that much these days. My college went online for the fall due to COVID. How do I survive in my high school home? I feel you. When I first moved out, I wanted nothing to do with my hometown, except for like obviously my family, like I would go see them, but I like didn't care. Like I just, no. And now, like it's not even like that many years have passed, but definitely a few. And now when I go back, I just feel like I have a newfound appreciation for it, and it almost makes me nostalgic, embracing it like this is where I grew up, and you know, just reconnecting with friends from like high school and middle school. Kind of more at a place of that now, which I don't know if people can relate or if it was just like me. As soon as I graduated, I was like, get me the fuck out of here. So I guess maybe trying to adapt that kind of mindset, like more of an appreciation. I don't have to be this doesn't have to be me, but I can appreciate it for what it is. At least we have the internet. That's like what I would do, especially when I was about to graduate, because I just wanted to get the fuck out so bad. So I would just constantly be like talking to people online and just like watching vlogs and manifesting, and I would go for like long walks and just like, I really realized that this was manifestation, because I think I knew about manifestation then, but I don't really know if I knew about like, oh, feel the feeling of like what you want. And I would just imagine like where I wanted to live and the feeling of being there. And then it happened. And it's not like just due to that, obviously, but it just makes you feel better. Can you imagine moving back to your home state or somewhere closer to nature? I feel like especially now, just because of the state of the world, it's like, I don't know. I have no long-term goals, plans, thoughts. Like, I feel like my brain can't even fathom even a year from now. So I'd have to say I'll get back to you on that one. But I do definitely like being in nature. And sometimes, like, I love living in a city and just having that, like, fast pace. Like, I could do anything at any hour. But sometimes I do kind of crave that more quiet neighborhood vibe. Like, I can take a walk and just be in nature. And it's just a lot more calm and quiet. I like both. Would you ever become friends with followers? I definitely have. Yeah, especially like on Twitter. I feel like I follow some people, you know, I feel like kind of gross saying that, but it's like maybe someone followed me and then I follow back and we're friends, or like I just notice that they're always like coming through and I'm like, I fuck with you, you're cool. There's a couple people that I feel like I've known for years. Y'all know who you are. But especially on Twitter, I feel like I definitely am more likely to follow people on Twitter just because there's more, it's like thoughts, it's like words, it's not just an imagery. How can I get on your bad bitch energy? Aw, just saying, are you born with it or not? No, but meditation. How old is Tristan? Tristan is my parents' dog. I actually do not know how old he was. He's like kind of old these days though, like kind of like doesn't really want to walk, kind of tired, like I don't know. When did we get him? 2009? Is it better to just tell him I'm interested or nah? I read something once or heard something that was like, you can show interest without showing investment. Sometimes, especially I feel like a lot of women like someone, like a guy, and you just want to do everything for him, show him that you like him. Oh, let me cook for you. Let me like text you good night, baby, every night. And in your mind, it's like, oh, like I'm just, you know, I like him, so I want to make him feel good and like show that I like him. But it's like if someone isn't reciprocating your energy, they're just gonna be like, ew. And then it's like, well, but I'm only doing positive things, like why aren't you reacting positively? But you're showing too much investment. Like you can show interest and be like, hee hee. And I always think of in Sex and the City when that girl or that lady was trying to date Samantha, and they're like in the bathroom at this restaurant and she's like, we don't want the same thing, so like I really like you, but if you don't want what I want, if you don't want to be in a relationship, then I can't do this. And she just left. And it was like that is showing interest. You're saying that you're interested, but you're like, if you don't want this, I'm cool to just walk away. I'm still good just on my own, you know, versus showing too much investment. Like, I like you so much, I'm just gonna stay by you no matter what, and if you don't want what I want, it's okay. Like, I'll lower my standards so we can have what you want. It's so like shocking. It just shows so much confidence and like, I'm gonna be good without you. I think self-love is really just working towards a place of that realization of like, I'm gonna be good. At the end of the day, I just want to be sitting in my home doing my skincare, and I'm able to do that with you or without you, so it doesn't matter to me. Like, if only I knew that sooner in life. I don't understand how you make a living. Like, at this point, if you don't, is that rude to say? I want to say if you don't get it, then you don't get it. Favorite song at the moment? I'm listening to just a lot of Key Glock. Like, not his newest album, but the one that came out, I think, very beginning of this year. It's just so good. I love listening to it in order like 3 times. So what makes you mad? Just when people are like so dumb. I am just a very grounded person. When someone is just very like airheady or just like forgets stuff that's so like, why would you forget that? That is a pet peeve of mine just because I can't relate. So I'm like, I don't understand how you could act like that. Like, no shade, no tea. I just can't relate, you know? Like, I'm just like, that's not me. Have you ever considered going vegan again? I don't think so. I feel like now I'm just at a place where if I feel like eating vegan for like today or the week or whatever, then I'll do it. But if I'm craving something, I'll have it. And I just feel like, for me at least, having a more open relationship, a more like just chill relationship with food, because you do have to think about that too. And, you know, I obviously have like made videos, or maybe not obviously, but I've made videos explaining like why I stopped being vegan and stuff. And I just feel like now I'm a lot healthier. I don't know, I feel like I eat like plant-based. I eat a lot of vegan food, a lot of vegan meals, a lot of veggies and fruit. I don't eat dairy, I don't eat pork, I don't eat red meat. In my opinion, you have to think about everything. And people have asked me like, oh, I'm really craving eggs or salmon or something, but I'm vegan, I just feel so guilty. And you just have to think like all the little things. Like if you're eating vegan however many meals out of the week, that's so helpful to the planet and to the animals and environment, everything, rather than doing nothing. And I just think it also kind of goes into blaming these problems, especially like, I don't know, global warming or, you know, killing animals or whatever. It blames it on the consumer instead of these mass corporations. And, you know, same with fast fashion. Like, okay, are you really gonna attack someone for like doing what they're doing? But it's like there's the consumer. And yeah, we can vote with our dollars and educate ourselves on what the best alternatives or options are for us and for the earth and for everyone. That's why I just disagree so much with like angry vegans and just like bullying people, because you're not looking at the whole thing. You're not, like, again, you're blaming the consumer, not the people at the top. So many things that I used to agree with or like thought that I agreed with or said, I just want to slap my old self. But that's on growth, you know, you live and you learn, and I'm not afraid to admit that I disagree with stuff I used to think, because that's life. And if I were to be like, no, everything that I ever do, I stand behind, because it's like, that's just unrealistic. We're human, we go through things, we go through life, we experience stuff that may change our mind, our mindset, like our beliefs, our values, and I think just always coming back to a place of like, what is the best for me? Because if I'm my best self, then I can help everyone around me in this world, period. On that note, I'm gonna end this video, but let me know what you guys want me to let me know what you guys want to see more on my channel. And thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting. Thank you to all the real ones. Thank you to everyone that replies to my tweets, my IG stories. I really fuck with y'all, and I just feel like we really are friends, you know, like that. I just love that. I can't wait to read all of your comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.